Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments here on the Polygon Matic chart and also give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening and also give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Polygon Matic, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $2.9 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.32 mark in what I'm terming as that higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $5.1 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect that wave 3 to the upside to do. And jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in blue, which is a fractal wave within the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3, and that is so because a wave 3 to the upside is an impulsive wave, and we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that higher Elliot wave count 3. And in the formation of this Elliot wave structure in blue, I believe we have completed the formation of that first wave of the Elliot wave structure in blue, having made a peak at around the $1.3 mark, and that is after seeing this 5-wave structure in yellow, having the wave 5 completing the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside in blue. And now my primary scenario here on the Polygon Matic chart is that we're in the formation of this second wave to the lower side, and a second wave being a corrective wave, we also expected to see an ABC corrective structure information within that second wave, and that is what is going to give me the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where we can term these as the wave A, then a wave B making its peak at around the $0.948 mark. Then I'm expecting one more new low in the formation of this wave C to fully maximize the formation of that second wave to the lower side. And because we're in the formation of this wave C, which is an impulsive wave, and we also expect to see a 5-wave structure to the lower side in the formation of this wave C, having the wave 5 of that 5-wave structure fully maximizing the formation of that wave C, and also fully maximizing the formation of that second wave to the lower side. And I believe in the formation of that 5-wave structure, we have completed the formation of that first wave to the lower side, making our low at around the $0.74 mark. Then we started this very nice bounce to the upside in the formation of a second wave, and there are chances that we might have made the high for this second wave to the upside, because using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the high of that wave 1 to the low of the wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area to the upside in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and that perfectly lies between the $0.87 mark and the $0.85 mark, which is the target area that we have fully maximized. You can also see that we have managed to break out of the target area and continued pushing even higher back to around the $0.92 mark. And because the second wave is a corrective wave, we also expected to see an ABC corrective structure, which we are seeing right here in blue, that is in yellow. And within the formation of that wave C of this ABC corrective structure, I also expected to see a 5-wave structure in formation, where we are having that as the first wave, then a wave 2, a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that wave 5. And using the trend based Fibonacci, we can get to see whether this wave 5 to the upside has done the minimum that we expect a wave 5 to the upside to do, by connecting the fibs from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area at around the fib level 0.618, and that means we have fully maximized our target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. And there are chances that we might have seen the high for this second wave to the upside, and very soon I'm expecting this retracement to the lower side in the formation of this wave 3, where I also expect to see a 5-wave structure to the lower side in the formation of that wave 2, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 3 using a trend based Fibonacci. 20, connecting it from the high of that wave 1 to the low of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 2. That gives me a minimum target area using the fib ratios 1:1 at around the $0.71 mark, and using the fib level 1.618 we can get a target area back to around the $0.58 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the lower side to do. And we also need to have an invalidation point of this Elliot wave structure, because there are still chances that Polygon Matic might continue pushing even higher and maybe get back to around the $0.95 mark, which is a key area of resistance. And in case that happens, then that move might get this Elliot wave structure invalidated, because we have our wave 1 high at around the $0.948 mark. And in case we get to that level, which I can draw out using a dotted line, in case we get to that key area here on the charts, then that will be invalidating this Elliot wave structure, and I'll have to have a different view of this chart from once that happens. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And my primary scenario is that we're in the formation of this wave 3, and I'm expecting lower prices to fully maximize the formation of this wave 3 before we see a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to fully maximize the formation of that wave C to the lower side. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 68 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side and also to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have printed a bullish cross, and that means higher prices are still coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.